And at this time, I'd like to introduce Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro.
It's my honor and privilege to be here. What a great house. I love the house here. This was the garage, I can tell you. I had to run down here. This was the garage. They moved that and so forth. And I'm just going to say this to you. You should have extended the kitchen years ago. But to you, Jimmy and Darlene, thank you so much for opening up your beautiful home. And I'm looking at all the antiques and all of the beautiful things here. You're really, it's so generous of you, and it's a privilege for me to be here. You know, all of you are here on Jimmy's behalf. But I say to Darlene and to Big Jimmy here that really my gratitude to you. This is a young man who reflects what he learned in this house, the values, the commitment to public service, what it means to be part of a community, what it means to give back. And you're not born knowing those things. Those are the kinds of values that are instilled in you from your family. So I offer you my congratulations in that effort. And Jimmy, I haven't worked as much with you as I have with this lady and with the Sunnyside School, and I know there are a couple teachers here. That day looms large in my life. It was an extraordinary event. I still have my Cat in the Hat poster, but thank you for what you have done for young people and making a difference in their lives. And congratulations on your I also, this is a family event, and Nikki got us all down here together, so thank you. Nikki, and Ben is here. And where is the sweet little Maggie here? Where is she? Little Magnolia. You can hear her. I love this here. I just want you to know that when Jimmy and I were at the Democratic Convention, where was it? North Carolina. North Carolina, who knows? North Carolina. And yes, we took some time to go shopping while we were there, right? And Jimmy was, I got to get this for the baby, I got to get that for the baby, I got to do this and that. So this is truly, a family that is close-knit and very much a part of each other's lives. And Jimmy is central to, to all of that, which is very, very exciting for me in working with Jimmy. I want to recognize we've got Joe Paul here, who was running for mayor of Stratford. And where's Dave?
Right here.
Right there. Okay, Dave. Running for mayor here in Shelton. We're going to obviously do events with you guys so that we can see about some sweep here and so forth in our community. We also have Matt Lesser, who is state representative from Middletown. There are candidates, I don't know all the candidates. I know Chris is a candidate for alderman and etc. So, but a great team of folks running for office. And you're here for an extraordinary young man, and it's wonderful to hear his mom talk about him. Because she knows him the best, but he is an extraordinary young man. And I have been blessed in my career to have people who are staff people who have been, exceptional. They're young, they're smart, they're talented, but most of all, their commitment to doing what is right, their commitment to making people's lives better. That's what they're there for. Yes, they work for me, but they have it in their gut and in their soul to want to do good things for people and to help to try to make that difference in their lives. And that Jimmy leads the pack in that effort. I also have Jennifer Lamb, who was here, worked with me for how many years, Jen? 25 years? Yeah, actually. She doesn't look that old. She's with her little one there as well. But, and as I say, Jimmy leads the pack. you know, those of us in public life, when we run for office and so forth, you don't entrust your political career as a campaign manager to anyone. You just say, hey, look, I think I could do a good job. Yeah, okay, you know, but it wasn't, you know, thank you, but every 2 years, you know, my political career depends on that person who is making decisions, who's creating relationships, who is out there, and because I'm not there all the time, and in fact creates that knowledge of who I am and what I am about. And as I say, it really was serendipity. We met in some diner, didn't we, Jimmy, to have first conversation and so forth. And I went back and I said to Jim, I said, I think this is the guy. I think this is what we you know, ought to do. His own background was in technology, and me, technologically incompetent. So you know, and the new social media and all of that effort. But he had campaign experience. But he had a personality, and when you spoke, Darlene, about goals and wanting to get things done, you could see from the interview that this was it about. This is what we do here, this is what we do there. You know, you always ask the question, how are you going to re-elect me? You know, so, and laying that out. And he is, again, the work that he has done, raised in this community, you all know him. Everybody knows him. Today, Andy Campbell in Branford, who I took a picture with, said, Jimmy is taking very good care of us. Very good care of it. I said, okay, I'll pass it on when I see him today. But he was raised in this community, went to schools here, cares about what happens to this community and the people in it. He has contributed his time, whether it's been the United Way, the Boys and Girls Club, the Chamber of Commerce. He understands what it is to work with small businesses. A small businessman himself, really. You know, created a marketing and consultant company, what, at age 17? I mean, you know, it's pretty extraordinary. But again, that feeling of development, what needs to get done, how you take that talent and you use it for growth in a community. I think it was, you know, named one of the Connecticut's, you know, young leaders in business over the years. Somebody who pointed out it was, you know, A&T, apportionment and taxation. You know, I like it's better to say A&T. But there again, in terms of looking at what do? You provide essential services to people, but then you keep the mill rate down because you don't want to raise people's taxes. You don't do that. So and therefore, looking at a budget process, how do you streamline a budget process? How do you make it more transparent? How do you engage the public in that effort as well? So this is, aside from politics and organizing, there is this public policy side of Jimmy that, you know, you in this room know about, the public has to know about, because he combines. He combines the know-how politically with the policy, and he knows how to integrate those things to a fairly well. And he will bring that perspective that he's had on A&T to the Planning and Zoning Commission. And Matt Letzer was saying he got his start on planning and zoning as well. You all have an opportunity here, and you know that, otherwise you wouldn't be here. But as I understand it, there are 4 candidates, and there are 3 slots. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. Jimmy has got to be there. So whatever we need to do, whatever needs to get done, we need your help in doing that to make sure that this young man, this unbelievably smart, talented, and compassionate and committed young man has an opportunity to be able to take those qualities and apply them to public service. I will tell you, I sit in an institution where these days it has discredited itself. And 2 days ago, I watched people vote for a $40 billion cut in the food stamp program. have serious budget issues. Jimmy knows how to tackle budget. But we have serious social issues. One has to understand that these are related. And that if you provide and work to help people get a job, they will have the wherewithal in order to make their way. And in a bad economic time, if you help to turn that around, then people will not have that need for food stamps that they may have today. But in the interim, government, whether it is local, whether it is state, or whether it is federal, has a moral obligation to help people to turn their lives around. Can't do everything, but we can provide the bridges that allow people to cross them and make their way. I am telling you, you have someone here who understands that connection and you have to make sure that he has the chance to serve and demonstrate that and help people in this community and in fact all over our state. Jimmy, it is a great honor and pleasure for me to be here from you. And now, the next planning and zoning commissioner, Mr.